Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amelia and I am a mama to one, and today's video is going to be all about cloth diapering. Now, for those of you who don't know what cloth diapering is, it's basically a reusable diaper that is made out of natural material or man-made material. And these materials can be anywhere between cotton, hemp, microfiber, or even bamboo. So there's a lot of different varieties that you can choose from. Now, the first thing I want to discuss are the types of cloth diapering. There are different types of materials, as I just mentioned, but there are also different styles of diapers that you can choose from. Some of these include all-in-ones, pockets, pre-folds, flats. And if you do a pre-fold or a flat, you have to buy a cover to go over those because they can leak. However, I know some moms like to do without the cover while they're at home. They'll just change them like more frequently. And obviously it's going to depend on how heavy of a wetter your baby is. Now you may be wondering why. Why should I use a cloth diaper? Well, there's a multitude of reasons why you should use a cloth diaper or why you may want to. And it's going to depend on every person and what their beliefs are and, their situation. So for myself, I'm using cloth diapers to help with cost because we all know that disposable diapers are so expensive. And then on top of that, I want to help reduce how many diapers are going into the landfill. And let's be honest, they're so stinking cute. I mean, come on. Did you see how many different styles you can choose from? There are just so many different options, and that is what's so great about cloth diapers. So now you've decided you want to start your cloth diapering journey. Now what? You're stuck in a rut trying to think about how in the world you're going to wash these diapers. And it can be a little intimidating solely because there is a lot of misinformation around, wash cycles and how to wash them and poop, because we all know no one wants to touch the poop. Now, while this part tends to be tricky, it really just boils down to a couple of things. The first being how many diapers you have. Now for myself, I have about 20 diapers and I usually wash them every 2 to 3 days. It really just depends on if we do use disposable, because sometimes we do, how many we use and all that jazz. And then the second thing that's going to determine your wash routine is the type of water you have, meaning is it hard water or is it soft water? And the reason this matters is because it's really going to help you determine what type of detergent to use and how much detergent to use. And there's actually a resource that I will link below. I think it's called Cloth University or something like that. I will put it in the description. But it will give you all the information you need and what types of detergents you can use and what types of water and all of that. For myself, we have really hard water, and I don't even need to test that. They recommend that you test your water. I don't even need to because of where we live. I know. Now I'm gonna walk you guys through my wash routine. So I usually start by taking out all the inserts out of all of the pocket diapers, and I personally don't unbutton anything. I know that they recommend you do, but I don't. It saves me time and that is what works best for me. So that is up to you. If you do that, that's totally fine, but I don't. And so once I take out the inserts, if it has any kind of poop on it, I will rinse them off. We have a little sprayer in our spare bathroom and I just spray it into the toilet. There are a couple different ways you can get the poop off. You can do that. You can do the swish method, which is where you just stick the diaper into the toilet and you swish it, which I personally don't want to do. And then I know some people just take it outside and hose it down. So it really depends on how you want to get it done, but that is how we do it. And then once I get the poop off of any of the diapers, I will throw them into the wash. I usually use about 1/4 of a cup of detergent, and I will pour that in there and I wash it on hot. And the reason you wash it on hot is to make sure that you get all the poop off. Once it's done with its first wash, I don't touch the diapers. I put a little bit more detergent in, just not even a fourth of a cup at this point. And then I will wash it on cold, and I will make sure to do 2 rinses on it to make sure I get all of the detergent out, because that is the last thing you want, is detergent buildup. And you know, if that happens, there are remedies to get rid of the detergent buildup, but again, this is why it's really important to know your water and get your wash routine down. And it is not going to be a first time thing. It's going to take some time, and that's totally okay. Now, after it's done with all of the washes, you can typically throw them in the dryer, and I do recommend making sure you look at each diaper, and you know, if it says it can go in the dryer, you can throw it in. But I personally have been line drying mine, and then if it has any staining, I put it out in the sun and it suns. And oh my gosh, you guys, the first time I did that, I was like, wow, these diapers are so white. I just couldn't believe how much the sun can get rid of a stain. It's crazy. So yeah, that is my wash routine. And again, it's gonna take some time for you to get it down, so don't feel discouraged if, you know, the first couple of times it doesn't work for you. Just keep trying with it and keep playing around, and you'll get it. Now, moving on to cost. Is it worth it? I personally think it is, because if you think about it, for instance, if you go and buy a 6-pack off of Amazon, I think they're about like 40 to 50, and obviously it's going to depend on like which brand you buy, but let's just say they're anywhere between $40 to $50. That's usually about how much you would pay for like 1 pack of diapers, or at least for me, because if we do the disposable, we are going to buy the Honest brand. So you have 1 pack of disposables for that much versus a 6-pack of, you know, reusable diapers. And the reusable, you can reuse and reuse and reuse. It's going to get, you're just going to get your money's worth. And obviously there are different sources or different sites that you can get your diapers for cheaper, and that'll save you even more money. And some of those websites are really great. You just have to be careful if they are pre-loved. Sometimes you have to watch for the elastics on the sides. You have to make sure that they are not snapped, and then, you know, make sure that they are treated right. So I have seen some people get pre-loved diapers and they're moldy, so you just have to watch out for that. Can bring up your electricity and, you know, your water bill a little bit more, but overall it's saving you money. And I will link a resource down below that breaks down the cost of all of that, so you guys can visually see it as well. Now, where can you buy cloth diapers? Well, there are tons of places. You can go to, you know, an actual website. So for instance, if you want to buy Happy Behinds, you can go directly to their website, or you can go to a consignment shop. And for the whole summer, I am partnering with Gemma and Way, and I am actually a rep for them this summer through the end of August. And you can buy any of their diapers online and use my code Orion10, and that'll save you 10%. And what I love about Gemma and Way are the styles of cloth diapers that they offer on their website. They are just beautiful diapers that they offer on their shop. They also offer other things as well, so I will leave a link below as well as my code, and you can go check them out. And don't forget to use Orion10 at checkout through the end of August. Now, the last thing you might be wondering is, when can you start using cloth diapers? Well, that's really going to depend on your preference. So for myself, we didn't end up using cloth diapers until after Orion's umbilical cord fell off. They do have newborn cloth diapers that you can buy, and there is also a hack that you can do to put regular one size diapers on them. But personally, we just chose to wait until his umbilical cord fell off. It just made me feel better. And to be honest, Orion had a little bit of an issue, and he kind of got infections in his umbilical cord area. So it was kind of for the best that we waited. So it's going to depend on your comfort level, and if you are even up to it, because I know the first like month and a half is just, you know, you're kind of everywhere. So, but they do have newborns if you do decide you want to start that young. So don't feel discouraged if you can't start that soon or if you choose not to. So what kind of diapers do I have? I have a couple of all-in-ones. I have a ton of pockets, and then I also have a few pre-folds and some covers to go over them. I just bought the pre-folds. I used to have microfiber liners and I personally hated them, so I decided to go with the pre-folds instead. And it really depends on how Orion is feeling as to which one I use, but personally I really like the pockets the most. Well, I don't know, I kind of like all of them, to be honest, and it really just depends on like how I'm feeling too, I guess. But the all-in-ones and the pockets are probably my favorite. I really do like the covers and the pre-folds, but it's so hard for me to get them on him now because he just keeps rolling and just wants to crawl. So let me know in the comments below if you have tried cloth diapers before, and if you have, did you like them? And if you haven't, are you gonna try them? And what are you most excited about, or what are you most nervous about? Just let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel for videos every Wednesday. All right, guys, well, I will see you in the next one. Bye.